Here we go once again into the breach, drilling holes. So what we're going to do, select the drills we've got left in this kit here. Yeah, they used to be a full set, but not anymore. Either break them or lose them, or they go blunt. Yeah, so yeah, I bet you do this, don't you? Use the trigger to open the chuck out, put your drill in, and then away you go, don't you? Yeah, we all do this. Yeah, it doesn't hurt too much. Not particularly happy about that drill, but we'll talk about that in a while. Meanwhile, I'll just show you that some drivers will use nails to get out of trouble, which is fair enough. If they're on site and that's all they got, then brilliant. Okay, so yeah, not only are drills good for drilling, they're actually good for hole gauging. Okay, so what I really need to do is work out what size this is. Yeah, that's about 8mm. Just going to clean it out with a drill bit and then put a bolt in it, so we have the curtain pole can be tightened up on the ratchet. Yep, so there we go, easy done. Yeah, we use drill bits quite a lot, don't we, in this work? Holes, more holes, and even more holes, and it's just one of those things. Drill it and re-secure it. Watch out, look, here comes the cob. Yep, weirdo. Yeah, he's a strange bloke. Anyway, never mind, that's bolted up, done. Yep, and then we've got a little bit of drill swarf there. Yeah, that's part and parcel. Actually, that's quite a lot of the job that we do. It's not changing brake linings and light bulbs and doing electrical faults, and it's drilling and riveting or bolting. Yeah, so yeah, patching with silicone and rivets. Yep, so this is on top of a roof. And then, of course, there's the engineering side of it, which you can see here. This has actually had to be measured out, hole punched and then drilled. Yep, so this is part and parcel of the job. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that you use drills, don't you? So the high quality engineering here, you can see here, this is for a roof post, and I'm marking the bolts there just in case they move, and it's just to say that they've been done recently. Yep, so that's a roof post. Yeah, that's nice and fixed now. Yeah, so going in dry, I bet you do, don't you, with your drill bits. Mainly I would say 90% of our work is riveting. Yeah, very riveting, of course. The other bits, of course, are yeah, using the pillar drill to get yourself out of trouble with a large drill bit. Now, this is a bit of a mess. I knocked over my CT90, but the whole thing here is to get the head off the bolts, or the Allen key set screw in a caliper. You can see that there. Yeah, what I did was drill it enough to weaken it and then put a bit in it and turn it and snap the head off. Yeah, so there you go, there's the head snapped off, leaving that in place to be able to remove it away from the slider pin. Yep, so here's a trick. Weld a nut on the top of it. Yeah, if you can't get it off with mole grips, which this one wouldn't because it was stuck, sometimes the heat from a welder when you weld on a nut to it will be good enough. And look, there we go, there's a 24mm spanner. Bet you think I'm going to use the ratchet side, don't you? No, I'm going to use the open ender side and just be gentle with it, because do you trust my welding? I don't. Yeah, and look, the tyre fitter's looking over, he's wondering what's going on. Yeah, that's another level stuff for him. I know he likes black rubber stuff there. That's the guy in the background with the high vis, but yeah, won't move, so we're going to have to be a little bit more brutal with 3/4 gun. Yeah, so that's out. Yep, and the welding has stayed. Yeah, doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to stay. So more drilling here. I showed you this last week, didn't I? The left-handed drill bit, which works the opposite way to a normal drill bit, which, to be honest with you, if I'd remembered that I'd had this tool, which is the impact drive, I probably could have undone these screws, but yeah, this is just as good, and it does work. To be honest with you, left-handed drill bits turn the way of unscrewing, so I do have a nice set here. This was gifted to me a long time ago, and I'm still using them. These are called blacksmith drills because they're black. Okay, and they can be resharpened. Yep, so you can see the way it turns, that's the way it undoes the nuts and bolts. Yeah, or you can just use them as normal drills. Doesn't matter. It all depends if you can turn your drill the other way or not. So I have quite a large selection of all sorts of drill bits, all the way from 1mm up to 20mm. Okay, and the tray you've just seen there is one of 3 that I have drill bits and hole saws and what have you, but this is my main go-to, okay, which is a full drill set. Yeah, with increments of 0.5 all the way up to 13. Yeah, so you can see that, just about the numbers there. 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, okay, which sometimes gives you that little bit of wiggle room, okay, yeah. So anyway, yeah, long drill bits, you've seen them before, just in case you need to drill something at a distance, and believe me, that does happen sometimes, okay. So I use CT90 instead of oil when I'm drilling larger holes, okay, as you can see here, going at lower speeds, and when it comes to doing smaller holes, a little bit faster with no oil. But it's always best to use some oil. There's a little bit of lubrication, it takes the heat away from the drill bit as well, and you'll know that if you do stainless steel. The other way to do it is to drill it halfway with pressure, and that pushes the rest of it punch, yeah. So I can't sharpen drill bits, but our maintenance man can, and you can see he's put an angle in a block of wood, yeah, and this is what he does, okay, up to the fine wheel of the grinder, okay, and then he'll do this. Now if you know how a drill works, you know how to sharpen it. I don't know how a drill works, so I don't know how to sharpen it, so I've got JJ here, and he will sharpen all my drill bits for me because he's a good bloke, yeah. So there you go. Yeah, that's one of those things. It's an acquired skill. Yeah, you can see JJ at the grinding wheels. Yeah, and he did a full set. And of course, you got to gift him with some drills so he can then do some more for you. So this is what he does. Works fine. Yeah, this thing here is a drill killer. Okay, the DeWalt's. I know some people like chuckless drill heads. Yeah, chuckless chucks, or keyless chucks, should I say. This one only goes down to about 3 mil, so you can't put any smaller drill bits in it, which is annoying, and it doesn't tighten up good enough, okay, and I'm going to demonstrate that to you. So yeah, DeWalt brushless, 18 volts, and believe me, this is actually quite new. Yeah, it's about a year old, and it gets used within an inch of its life every day. 5 amp hour battery, works alright. That will actually last a whole day in a workshop, and then it's put on charge. And we all use these drills. We've got 3 of them, and 2 others, yeah, they well, they've lasted a while. What I don't like about this is it screws up drill bits, okay. This is a drill killer, yeah, just like the title says, a drill killer, and I'll show you why now. See that? What happens, it gets snagged up as you're drilling, and the reason is the drill bit's too big for the drill. The chuck can't grip hard enough, okay. The same here, you see that? Okay, so that's yeah, I'm pretty sure you've experienced that, and this is what happens to the drill bits. It chews up the drill bits, which is not brilliant at all. Also happens on old and worn chucks as well, even if they happen to be keyed chucks, okay, which is annoying because you can't get it in your precision drill bit box, can you? And you'll see that drill bits go upside down because they get chewed up. So yeah, what's the solution to that? I don't know. Anyway, this is a 17mm HSS high-speed steel drill bit, and I've had this years. Lent it to somebody and it came back like that, okay. That's for drilling landing leg stays out, okay. Usually we'll drill them, if they're 14s, we'll drill them out to 16s and put larger bolts in them, and that gives us a little bit of a wiggle room of 1 mil, and I do have a 16mm drill bit as well. And I'll just quickly show you this. This is a bracket I took off today. I've done 4 of them this week, and they've all been cracked. Yeah, that's down to drivers tugging the landing legs, yeah, and cracking the brackets. So there we go. The bigger drill bits, all of them are chewed. Anyway, never mind. You know, the only bonus about this drill really is the speeds, okay. So we have the hourly paid drill speed, which is a #1 set, which you can leisurely drill a hole as slow as you like, okay, because you're getting paid by the hour, and actually that bit's quite thick. It's Friday afternoon, and it's about half an hour before going home, so what do? We put it on #2, and then we'll speed it up a bit because we want to get home Friday afternoon, don't we? And look, we've got the same problem. Yeah, it's a worn chuck already. Yeah, it's just the way it is, isn't it? I bet some of you have problems, and some of you know the solution to it. If you do know the solution and you can recommend a good drill that I can buy, then let me know in the comments below, okay. Anyway guys, there'll be more videos coming up this weekend, so enjoy your Easter this weekend, okay. See you later.